You won't believe how fast Meghan Markle's latest business just collapsed. One bite, one savage comment, and Gordon Ramsay turned her dream into a public disaster. Her luxury jam brand, meant to launch a whole lifestyle empire, was obliterated in seconds when Ramsay called it a crime against fruit in front of a full restaurant. Phones were rolling, the clip went viral, and what was supposed to be Meghan's big comeback turned into full-blown internet mockery. From elegant branding to public humiliation, all over jam. Stay right here, because it gets so much worse. So, here's the setup. Meghan Markle, not to be confused with Meghan Sussex, decides it's time to leave royal drama behind and become the Martha Stewart of overpriced jam. She launches her brand, as ever, with soft pastel labels, fancy words like farm to table, and jars that scream Instagram, not ingredients. But then, enter Gordon Ramsay, the guy who made grown chefs cry on national TV. Meghan's PR team thought it'd be brilliant to soft launch her jam at a trendy LA restaurant. Big mistake. Ramsay gets served a scone with her jam, takes one bite, spits it out, in front of everyone, then drops the quote that detonates the brand. "This isn't food. It's a crime against fruit." Boom. Meghan's wellness rebrand, over. And, honestly, who let the queen of "I don't know what this means, but I'm going to say it anyway" serve jam to Gordon Ramsay? But wait, it gets better or worse, depending on how you feel about raspberry-flavored perfume. According to diners, Ramsay went full Hell's Kitchen, trashing the texture as slimy and comparing the taste to cough syrup mixed with Chanel No. 5. And this wasn't whispered under his breath. No, phones were recording, influencers were watching, and within an hour, #Jamgate was trending. One tweet even joked, "If this jam is organic, I'm a unicorn." Meghan probably wanted to melt into the floor, maybe right next to Prince Harry, who still gives speeches like he's an active royal. It's pathetic. And while Charles never married a yacht girl, Meghan clearly thinks a fancy label can hide a synthetic mess. But this isn't Suits. This is the food world. And chefs don't play nice just because you once lived in a castle. Back at Meghan's camp, absolute chaos. Her PR team reportedly flooded the restaurant with calls, begging them to remove the jam from the menu and stay quiet. But by then, the damage was done. The internet doesn't sleep, and Ramsay wasn't backing down. When asked if he regretted the takedown, he said, "Absolutely not. I'd rather eat from a bin than touch that jam again." Brutal. Even food critics piled on. One compared the texture to melted lipstick. Another said, "If this is premium, then ketchup deserves a Michelin star." Ouch. Meghan had packed the jars herself, or so the story went, and thought this jam would kickstart a whole pantry line. Instead, it became a punchline. Honestly, it's like watching someone trip over their own ego in slow motion. And let's not forget the memes. Oh, the internet feasted. One viral photo showed Ramsay holding the jar with a giant biohazard sticker on it. Another post read, "Her jam has more preservatives than her acting career." Even some of Meghan's supporters couldn't defend this mess. Sales tanked. Retailers pulled the product quietly. Pre-orders were canceled. Her website? Purchase button gone. Just a sad little sign up for updates page. Meanwhile, inside Buckingham Palace, according to a leak, the royals were laughing. Not out of cruelty, but pure irony. Meghan left the monarchy to build her own brand, only to get bodied by a spoonful of jam. Somewhere, Prince Harry's probably wondering if he can go back to polo matches and being ignored by tabloids. Behind the scenes, Meghan's brand team hit full meltdown mode. Emergency Zoom calls, spin strategies, blame games, anything to salvage the mess. One idea? Blame Ramsay for being biased against celebrity brands. Another? Blame a bad batch or shipping delays. But let's be real, no fridge on earth can fix bad taste. Even insiders admitted the recipe changed multiple times to meet a photo shoot deadline. So basically, they focused more on how it looked than how it tasted. Shocking, right? Meghan's jam turned out to be all filter, no flavor. Just like her carefully curated lifestyle brand that promised serenity, authenticity, and intentional living. And yet, it fell apart faster than Prince Harry's popularity after that Netflix documentary no one asked for. But here's where it stings. This wasn't just a failed product, it was a credibility crisis. Meghan had been trying to rebrand herself as more than the Duchess who walked away. She wanted to be seen as a thoughtful creator, a mindful entrepreneur. But after Ramsay's takedown, she came off more like just another celebrity slapping her name on overpriced nonsense. Even big-name chefs like Alice Waters and Thomas Keller chimed in. Waters reportedly rolled her eyes and said, "You can't. Fake craftsmanship." Keller joked he'd rather put mustard on his croissant. That's gourmet code for "this is trash." Meghan didn't just poke the bear. She served him synthetic jam on a silver spoon. And he bit back, hard. And just when you think it can't get worse, it absolutely does. A leaked video from the restaurant showed Meghan's jam being scraped off plates and tossed straight into the trash, while staff quietly laughed in the background. That 12-second clip hit 5 million views in just 2 days. Let that sink in. The entire internet watched Meghan's luxury lifestyle brand get literally dumped. Influencers who were paid to promote the jam deleted their posts faster than Harry dodging questions about royal titles. One executive from a major grocery chain even said off the record, "We can't sell something the internet already mocked into oblivion." That's not just a flop, that's a full-blown extinction event. Meghan Markle, the queen of "if the narrative doesn't fit, blame the staff," has officially entered the burn toast chapter of her influencer era. Meanwhile, Meghan sat in a Los Angeles boardroom, surrounded by consultants, stylists, and crisis managers, probably wondering how jam became her ultimate downfall. This was supposed to be her big pivot away from drama towards wellness. But instead of launching her Gwyneth Paltrow era, she crash-landed into Gordon Ramsay's culinary battlefield. The As Ever brand, once hyped with hand-drawn fonts and beige color palettes, now stands as a cautionary tale. People don't want pastel perfection, they want substance. Meghan thought curated aesthetics could sell anything. But here's the cold truth: the public has taste. And no amount of organic buzzwords or recycled royalty can hide a product that flops at first bite, especially when Gordon Ramsay's the one doing the biting. What Meghan never anticipated was how deeply this jam disaster would cut into her overall public image. This wasn't just a failed product, it exposed the cracks in her entire post-royal narrative. For years, she's tried to control her image through polished interviews, emotional podcasts, and Netflix specials filled with softly lit confessionals. But all it took was a brutally honest moment from a world-class chef to unravel it all. Gordon Ramsay didn't just reject the jam, he rejected the illusion. He didn't care about titles or past dramas. He judged the product on taste, not tabloid sympathy. And that's what really stung. It stripped away the layers Meghan had. Carefully built, the hand-selected fonts, the filtered photo shoots, the words like intentional, sustainable, and crafted. Ramsay reminded the world that no amount of branding can compensate for lack of authenticity. He spent decades building trust through brutal honesty. Meghan tried to build a brand on image. And when image failed, there was nothing left but smashed fruit and an even more bruised reputation. The bigger question now is, can she recover from this? Because it's not just about jam anymore. It's about trust. Consumers, critics, even her own followers are starting to ask, does Meghan actually stand behind what she creates? Or is she just chasing relevance? And unfortunately for her, the answer might already be out. Whispers inside her team suggest the As Ever brand might be pulled entirely. Talks with high-end retailers have gone quiet. One potential partner even used the phrase brand image mismatch to explain why they backed out. Ouch. And while Meghan might still be dreaming of cookbooks, cookware lines, or even a cooking show, none of that will matter if the audience has already tuned out. You can only cry rebrand so many times before people stop listening. The truth is, this wasn't just a stumble. It was a full faceplant in the world's most crowded kitchen. Meghan tried to stir up a lifestyle empire, but all she managed was a spoonful of disaster, and Ramsay served it right back, unfiltered and unforgettable. So let's review what just happened, because this wasn't some minor celebrity blunder. This was a full-on public implosion. Meghan Markle launched a luxury jam brand, hoping to reinvent herself as a lifestyle mogul. She wrapped it in elegant packaging, filled it with trendy buzzwords, and bet it all on her image. But then Gordon Ramsay happened. One brutal bite, one viral takedown, and suddenly, her dream project became an international punchline. The texture? Slammed. The taste? Mocked. The branding? Laughed off the shelf. Within hours, the internet feasted on Jamgate. Influencers deleted their promo posts. Retailers pulled the product, and memes exploded across every platform. Even top chefs chimed in, essentially saying, "You can't fake authenticity." Meghan thought she could glide into the food world with royal dust and Instagram filters. But Ramsay tore the curtain down, and what he revealed wasn't pretty. No curated font or pastel label could save her. No palace PR team could spin it. This wasn't just a failed product launch. It was a reputational body blow. And here's the kicker. Meghan stayed silent. Ramsay didn't. And the world noticed that what happens now? Can she recover? Or is this the moment we all stop buying what she's selling, literally and figuratively? Drop a comment below. Do you think Meghan should try again? Or has her as ever era officially expired? And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell. Because this jam might be done, but the drama? Oh, it's just getting started.